Hello friends, today our topic is how to be calm in variety of challenging situations. More than 70% people across the globe today are having fear deep down in their mind. What will happen if I get infected by this coronavirus? Why is it so? Let me try to explain you with a story. Once upon a time, there was a king. In his kingdom, there were two big businessmen. A special festival was coming, so the king ordered them to give him a special gift. So both of them planned to give gift to the king. When businessman A started from his home towards the king palace with his gift, a black cat cut his way. Now the businessman thought what to do. The fear of some mishappening stopped him, and he decided not to go to the palace and went back home. When the businessman did not reach the king was angry and ordered to take the business away from him. The businessman went to his house, told the story to his wife. Now his wife was very angry with him, and she left him and went with her kids to her mother's house. Now this businessman was left alone in grief. He started blaming God for all that had happened. Now the businessman B started on his way to the king's palace to give his gift to the king. The same incident happened with him also. When he was going to the palace, a black cat cut his way. Now businessman B stopped for a minute and thought about it, whether to go or not to go. Finally, he decided to go to the king to give his gift. The king got very happy with him and gave him lot of money to increase his business. The businessman B returned home with lot of happiness and shared the incident with his wife. The family was happy, and this businessman B lived with his family happily. So friends, what do we learn from this story? Both the businessmen A and businessman B faced the same situation, but what was different was their response to the situation, which decided their future. A was fearful of the situation, but B gathered courage and was ready to face the situation. That is why it is very well said, a gem is not polished without rubbing, nor a man perfected without trials. So we learn from this story that it is not the situation, but how we respond to the situation creates worry or peace in our mind. Second aspect is situation can come from anywhere, maybe from our physical health or at the level of our emotions. in our relationships, at workplace, from the society, from government rules and regulations, from nature, and so many things. So then what we have to do to keep our calm? At this step, friends, I will like to share a very important aspect. Have you ever thought why different people behave differently in the same situation? Basically, there are four factors. First is my present state of mind. If my present state of mind is positive, my action is positive. If my present state of mind is negative, my action will be negative. So first factor which decides my response to the situation is my present state of mind. And depending on my present state of mind, this present state of mind depends on my attitude. And my attitude depends on is created by how and what information I have received from the five senses and the three subtle powers. And depending on my inner power, I create my habits, sanskars, or memory. So these four factors, my present state of mind, my attitude, my inner power, and my sanskars, I behave in a particular manner in a given situation. Let me clear this with a real incident. Once there were two friends who met with an accident. Both of them were going in the same car, but due to the other vehicle's mistake, their car met with an accident. Now both of them, as the accident was serious, both of them were admitted to the hospital and they were in the adjacent rooms. As they were friends, the relatives who were visiting them were same. When the people came to the first one, Naresh was in lot of grief and was cursing God for what had happened with him. Due to this severe accident, his left arm was amputated. So seeing him in grief, the relatives were sympathizing with him. And then the same relatives went to the other friend, Ramesh, who was in a state of peace and calm and was thanking God. God, thanks for saving my life. At least I have one hand to take care of my family. Now, dear friends, you see that both friends met with an accident and both had lost their left arm in the accident. But their response to the situation was different. Mr. Naresh was in great grief and was cursing God for what had happened. And in the same situation, Mr. Ramesh was thankful to God for saving his life. So let's analyze this situation. Ramesh was in a state of calm amidst the challenge. Why? Because his present state of mind was relaxed, was thinking of what he had with him and not what he had lost. From the accident, his life was saved, so he was seeing to that aspect of the situation and not what he had lost. So, when his present state of mind was positive, that created a positive attitude in him, and that positive attitude enabled him to that positive attitude was based on his five senses, the information he had been gathering for long through his five senses and through his subtle powers of mind intellect. And because of this inner power which he had created over a period of time, he was able to behave in a positive manner. And this inner power was based on his memory. Because he had recalled positive incidences in his life and stored them in his memory. On the other hand, Mr. Naresh was upset because he was focusing on what he had lost. So his present state of mind became negative, and that negativity created a negative attitude in him, which was triggered by lack of inner power. And that lack of inner power was because he was recalling similar incidences of losses from his memory. So, if in life we want to face the challenges with calm, then over a period of time, we need to develop positive memories, which will be developed by gathering positive information from our five senses, and that will create a positive attitude in my life, and that positive attitude will create a positive state of mind which will enable me to behave positively in a given situation. I hope you would like to use this tip in your life. Tomorrow we will discuss another tip to be calm amidst challenges. Till then, I wish you best of luck for using the tips I gave you today. Thanks.